Hi, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I'm excited to share with you my September free card kit, which features the Cutest Halloween bundle. So with this bundle, you save 10% when you get the stamp set along with the coordinating punch. I'm so excited because I loved this bundle when I saw it in the holiday mini catalog, and I think you're gonna love the projects in this free card kit. So we're gonna be creating 3 really cute cards, you guys. Your kit will contain enough supplies to make one of each of the cards included in the kit. All you have to do to receive this free card kit as a gift in the mail from me to you is simply place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. I have direct links to my online store down below in the video description and also over on my blog post, which is linked down below as well. So this kit is available for all orders placed during the month of September, and then the kits will ship out to you the first week of October. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. So in addition to the Cutest Halloween bundle, I'm also going to be using Pumpkin Pie Stays On ink. Now I don't recommend you use Stays On ink. I'm using it because it's just my personal choice, but it does stain photopolymer stamps. So I would recommend that you use Memento Tuxedo Black, but again, I'm using Stays On because I like it and I don't mind the staining, but it's not recommended that you use that with photopolymer stamps. And then I've got my light Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend, I've got Stampin' Seal, I've got my black dimensionals here, and then I've got my kit. So let's go ahead and jump right in and let me share with you the first card in this kit. Okay, so your kit will come neatly packaged. There are envelopes included, and there is a color PDF at the back that has the measurements for each project as well as a color photo of each project. All right, so for this card, there's quite a bit of stamping. So I've got lots of pieces here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with, I guess I'll just start with the sentiment. So I've got my Stays On, if I can open it, my Stays On ink. And for my sentiment, we're going to stamp it in 2 places. So I'm going to start first by stamping it on this strip of old olive cardstock. So I'm just going to stamp it down. Okay, have a fabulous Halloween. Love that sentiment. Then you've got this die cut piece of Whisper White, and I die cut this with the rectangle stitched dies. So it's got that nice stitched border all around the edge. Love those dies. Okay, and then let me ink it up again. And we're gonna stamp it again in the center, I guess right about here. Give that a press. Looks good. Alrighty, now we are going to stamp the skulls. I'm going to stamp this open skull image. Actually, I need some, I'm just grabbing some scratch paper here because we're going to go off the edge a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this a few times. I actually got this design, this card design, from the catalog. It was one of the samples in the catalog, and I just loved how it looked. Okay, so I'm just stamping this little image a couple of different times, well, 5 times we're gonna stamp it. Then we'll do down here in the corner, and then one more right here. Okay, and then you've got 2 different choices here for your faces for the skulls. So I'm gonna stamp both of these and just alternate them. I'll start with this guy. We'll just get that in there. Okay, and then again right here. Okay, and then one more time down here. Looks good, and then do my other little face. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side. Then I'm gonna come in on this piece of Whisper White, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the little ghost. Now, before I stamp that ghost, you can see here on the punch, you wanna flip your punch over, you can see that the ghost is kind of at an angle on the left. So I'm gonna try to stamp it so that it'll be easy for me to punch. So, I'm just gonna try and kind of angle it that same direction. Get that stamped down, move my punch, and then I'll stamp the little ghost face. It's got the little eyeballs and the mouth and the little hands. So cute. And then I'm gonna bring in that Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend and just give it some little pink cheeks. It's a sweet ghost. Okay, then on this piece of basic, this is Smoky Slate, I'm gonna stamp the little cat. Now, let me tell you, I stamped this cat, oh gosh, I wanna say 15 times when I was creating the sample. So the cat head is upside down, so I'm gonna stamp that upside down since it's upside down on the punch. But I stamped this at least 15 times because the ears, I could not get the ears to work, so I'm very nervous right now. Let me just practice. And it's not that I can't stamp them, I could not get them to fit. They weren't lining up how I want them to. Okay. Alrighty, nope, that's upside down. I'm so nervous. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, I'm going with right here. Please be in the ears. I don't know why I could not get it. You can see like that one looks good, but then this one, it's like it hits the side of the outline. I'm just gonna go with it because I could literally sit here. I could sit here and do this over and over, which is what I did when I made the samples. I did it over and over and over and over. Okay, I'm just stamping the little face. Alrighty, so that is gonna have to do for my cat. Okay, and then I'm gonna stamp my pumpkin, and the pumpkin is kind of angled to the left, so I'm gonna try and stamp him sort of like that on this piece of, this is pumpkin pie cardstock, and then let me get my little face in there. I love Halloween cards. I just think they're so much fun to create. That's cute. Alrighty, there we go. Gosh, punches are noisy for nap time. Hopefully Malachi cannot hear any of that. Okay, cat. Okay, ghost. Whoops. Come on, there we go. Woohoo! And then for this piece of Old Olive, you're going to need some scissors. I'm using my paper snips, and then you just want to cut out just the word fabulous. And then I'm going to put a dimensional, again I'm using the black dimensionals, onto the back of all of my little critters, my ghost, my pumpkin, my cat, and then I'm going to do just a couple of minis on the back of that fabulous sentiment. Okay, now we can start putting this card together. So this is a Smoky Slate card base, and again all of the measurements are on the PDF that's included with the kit. Okay, then I've got this piece of Old Olive, and I'm gonna layer this piece of the cute Halloween Designer Series paper on top, and I've got my seal for that. Okay. I love the cute Halloween designer paper. I focused on the black and white patterns in the designer paper. I just love black and white, and it just seemed to work so well with the kit. Okay, so we'll just put that onto our card front. Perfect. Then we'll go ahead and add this panel. And actually, when I was creating this kit, it just reminded me of why I love making these free card kits. It just like brought back my joy for these kits. I just really love how this kit turned out. Okay, so let's go ahead and add everything on. All my backing's off. So we'll just put our little cat. Right there. The little ghost. Right there. And the pumpkin. Right there. And then, whoops, Fabulous. We'll just cover up Fabulous that we already have here, just so that it kind of pops a little more. And there you have it, you guys. There is card number 1 complete. I love this card. Have a fabulous Halloween. All right, let's get started on card number 2. So I'm going to stamp, I'm actually gonna go ahead and stamp the ghost first, I think. So again, got my stays on, and I'm going to kind of turn my ghost just a little bit so that it punches out easily. Then put my little face again. I love this card. This design's really cute. Okay, then let's do the little cheekies. And then let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment before we punch the ghost out. So for the sentiment, I actually added 2 sentiments onto my block. I've got, hey boo, you put a smile on my face. Love it. So I've got a die cut piece of Whisper White that I cut using the layering circle dies. And I'm just gonna stamp that sentiment kind of off to the left here. Right there, I think that looks perfect. Okay, got my punch here. I'm just gonna punch out my little ghost. Okay, all right, let's put this card together. So we've got a basic white thick card base. So I'll just give this a nice crease. It comes pre-scored for you to make it easy. Then I've got some basic gray and then some more of the designer paper that coordinates with the Cutest Halloween or Cute Halloween suite. So this one just says boo all over. So I'm just gonna add this on top of my basic gray layer. I just love this card so much. Okay. So I'll add that on. I think this one is my favorite one in the kit, I think. Okay, and we'll just center this up onto the card front. Then I've got another piece of designer paper from the collection. So this piece is just gonna go, I think I want that right about there. That should be good, and it is longer than you need. So and that was just to make it easy when I'm cutting all the pieces for multiple kits. This little strip, it was just easier to leave it this long, and then all you have to do is snip off where it hangs over. Okay, there we go. Then we'll go ahead and add our sentiment circle onto this Highland Heather scalloped circle. Okay, and this is going to go off to the right here. I'm not going to press it just yet because I want to line my fence up first. So I die cut this fence using the fence image from the sheep dies. So I thought this was perfect, and I just die cut it actually from a piece of that cute Halloween designer series paper. So I'm going to add my fence on. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna add it on, whoopsies, right down here, and I'm just lining it up with the bottom of my designer paper, the bottom edge, and then lining the right side of the fence up with the side of the cardstock base, or the card base. And I forgot to mention you'll need liquid glue for this part. I'm just doing the interior part of the fence, not the edges. Okay, so just line that up again. There we go. Give that a press. And then a dimensional on the back of my ghost. And we'll just put the little ghost right there. And there you have card number 2. I just love this card. So fun. Okay, and the last and final card. So let's go ahead and start with, let's do these pieces first. Okay, so got my Stays on ink. And on this die cut piece of Whisper White, I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which is Trick or Treat. So I'll just put that right in the middle. There we go, looks good. Then on this piece of Whisper White, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my pumpkin. And again, I'm going to kind of angle it in so that it's easy to punch out. So let me do that, okay, sorry about that. My phone alarm started going off. Okay, so I've got that. Then I'm gonna let this dry for just a second. And while that dries, let me find my, well, I can't find it, so I'll just use my paper snips. I was looking for my paper piercer. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop all of these little pieces out of this die cut. Okay, got those out. Okay, you might just have some around the edges of that piece already. So now I'll come in with my pumpkin pie. I'll go ahead and close this for now. And I'm just going to stamp the filler image for my pumpkin. Stamp it right inside. There we go. And then we'll stamp our little face right on top of that. Cute. Okay, let's go ahead and build up the front of the card. So we've got a basic black card base here. Give it a little crease. Okay, then I'm gonna take some of that designer series paper from Cute Halloween, and I've got my seal. We'll just go ahead and, there we go, add this to the card front. And then from card number 1, there was some leftover of this pattern, so we're just gonna add this on, right about here, maybe about half an inch from the left side of the card front. We'll just add that on and then just cut off the excess. I can't really see. It's hard to see black card base on a black desk. No, let me scoot it. Yeah, I'll do it right about there. Okay. Then I've got this piece of basic black that was die cut or cut using the Everyday Label Punch. I'm just going to pop that on right there. And then I'll take this die cut, put dimensionals on the back. This is from the Ornate Frames dies. This right here, I love that fun border. So I'm just going to kind of rotate that to the right, and then I'll put dimensionals on here as well. This is also cut from the Ornate Frames dies. Goes right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, let's punch out our pumpkin. There we go. And I'm just gonna put one dimensional on the back on the left side. I could put two and double stack this, but I actually don't mind how it looks with just one. And I'm just gonna put my pumpkin there. Okay, so there's the front, but we're not finished with this card. So we're actually going to add a little bit to the inside of this card. So I've got some Whisper White here. Then I've got this strip, again, that coordinates with the front of the card and also with card number 1. I'm just gonna add this little strip across the bottom inside layer of the card. Just cut off the extra link, and then we're going to stamp a sentiment. So we're going to put that "Have a Fabulous Halloween." We'll just put that sentiment right in the center here, right there. Looks good. Then I'm going to use the little candy corn image and just stamp the candy corn a couple of times on the inside, just like that. Then I'm going to stamp the little spider. Just put that, just kind of lining it up beneath the E's in the word Halloween, just bringing it down a little bit. I'm just going to bring in my ruler, and this is the basic black Stampin' Write marker, but you could use a black pen. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Stampin' Write marker. I'm just going to line up my ruler over this first letter E, and I am going to draw a little web string here going down to the top of that E, and then I'm going to come in from the bottom of the E and attach it to that spider. And there you have it. Isn't that cute? I love this. Love, love, love it. Okay, let's put a little adhesive on the back and let's pop this into the center of our card. Okay, and there you go. That finishes up card number 3, Trick or Treat. Have a fabulous Halloween. I love it. So, so cute. Okay, there you have it, you guys, my cutest Halloween free card kit. I hope that you love this kit as much as I do. I would love for you to tell me in the comments below which one of these cards is your favorite. I definitely think the Hey Boo design, I think that's my favorite. Yeah, I think this one is my favorite. So anyways, let me know in the comments below which one of these designs is your favorite. And again, you can receive this free card kit as a gift in the mail from me to you by simply placing a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. And then don't forget, celebration ends on September 30th. So if you bump your order up to $50, not only will you receive this as a free gift from me, but you can also choose a free celebration item as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be back again very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.